Hello, welcome to July 26th, 2023. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation video. This is an exercise that I do each and every morning, a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:43 a.m. I do this in order to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours, including last night. How did I sleep? How did the day go? What challenges and opportunities of note did I meet, and how did I engage with them? Was I able to manage myself well with the challenges, or capitalize upon, improve upon the opportunities? And then I also look at the coming day, forecast the opportunities and challenges that I might be able to foresee and plan for how I'll deal with them. And very importantly, ready myself for the unexpected. But before we begin, let's read a poem. Two, actually. First, we'll read yesterday's poem through the one we studied yesterday, and then a new poem today. Yesterday I read from John Keats, The Human Seasons. You can watch yesterday's video if you want to see more of a study on this. The Human Seasons. 4 seasons fill the measure of the year. There are 4 seasons in the mind of man. He has his lusty spring, when fancy clear takes in all beauty with an easy span. He has his summer, when luxuriously spring's honeyed cud, and of youthful thought he loves to ruminate, and by such dreams nigh his nearest unto heaven. I can do a better job on that. Let's try that one again. He has his summer, when luxuriously spring's honeyed cud, of youthful thought he loves to ruminate, and by such dreaming nigh his nearest unto heaven. I see getting to heaven through the ruminations in that season. Quiet coves. Well, not coves. Is it coves or coves? Coves. Quiet coves his soul has in its autumn, when his wings he furleth close, contented so to look on mists in idleness. Oh, my freaking A. That's me right now, at this time in my life. To let fair things pass by unheeded as a threshold brook. Let me try that one again. So, doing each of the seasons: spring, summer, autumn. This is the autumn bit, of course. Quiet coves his soul has in its autumn, when his wings he furleth clothes, contented so to look on mists in idleness, to let fair things pass by unheeded as a threshold brook. Literally takes my breath away. And now concluding. He has his winter too, of pale misfeature, or else he would forego his mortal nature. I'm deeply moved by this poem. Let's turn to today's poem, which is titled, Where Be Ye Going, You Devon Maid? So just 3 bits of vocabulary here. Devon, of course, is an area, a county in England. It's in the southwest, known for its mild climate. It's ales, and kind of seen as the English Riviera. So a few of the towns there. This poem is about it's an ode to a young woman that Keats perhaps saw there. There's 2 words here that I need to cover. Mead, which of course is an alcoholic beverage, but it's distinguished by its honey flavor. Where a lot of the alcohol is derived from honey, very common in the Devon area. And then junkets. Junket, I thought, was a business trip, but it is a business trip. But in this case, it's an English dessert made of milk, which I guess is the Devon cream. Here we go. And this is a saucy poem. This is the sauciest poem I've yet encountered in Keats. He does like the ladies. There we go, buckle up. Where be ye going, you Devon maid? And what have ye there in the basket? Ye tight little fairy, just fresh from the dairy, will ye give me some cream if I ask it? I love your meads, and I love your flowers, and I love your junkets mainly. But hind the door, I love kissing more. Oh, look not so disdainly. I love your hills, and I love your dales, and I love your flocks a bleating. But oh, on the heather, to lie together, with both our hearts a beating. I'll put your basket all safe in a nook, and your shawl I'll hang up on this willow, and we will sigh in the dairy's eye, and kiss on a grass green pillow. Goodness, Mr. Keats. Okay. Now for the good life. First yesterday and last night. Slept good last night. Pretty much sleeping good every night. I'm not using the sleep thing. At all. I'm still having trouble staying awake, but during the day, only when I drive. Interesting. Anyway, I'm kind of here and there. Bring it back, Kurt. I'm sleeping well, and I know why. I'm not waking up an hour or two before my alarm goes off at 4 a.m. and just ruminating and tossing and turning. It's because the stress of work is largely dissipated. I've brought my 3 big projects to successful conclusion. I have new projects that are ramping up that will see me through to the end of my working career. All the 3 projects that I finished were successful. So I feel good about that. I feel capable and competent. I'm proud of my work, and I think the things that I have yet to do are well in hand, and I've got something interesting to tackle now with AI. So I feel good about that. Work is not a bother. It's just work. It's work now. It's going and salting the crackers on the conveyor belt as they go by. It's not hard anymore. So I sleep well. The day yesterday was a great, solid day. Man, I really just banged away at work. And I went to the beach and swam and had a really nice walk with my wife in the evening. A good dinner, and then went to bed. Nothing much to say. Well, let's do the good life. My 7 objectives and my 34 principles, as outlined in my book, Going Alone. The 7 objectives are to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize my true limits and true opportunities, and to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, just like I'm doing this now. My 34 principles, then, these are the tools that I use to achieve the aforementioned 7 objectives. The 34 are war, reason, homunculus, anchorhold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, the social principle, the principle of family, the principle of public speaking, distraction, agency, and the great indifference, the best seat in the house, temperance, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be borne, the feast of offal, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy. Script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, and the principle of fun. Does it still count as a full dozen eggs if you put them in the wrong order? Did you catch where I really blew it? I forgot to do the series of principles that begin with temperance. I did it after I got through with agency and the great indifference. And I was like, wait a minute, I just missed like 4 principles in a row. And I circled back and got them, and came and picked up where I left off with the best seat in the house, and was back on track. I'm sure you if you watch closely, you probably saw me stumble there if you didn't catch the actual miss. But I think I got them all. Okay, what about today? Today should be a lot like yesterday, although with more resolve. I have more meetings today. They're all totally manageable meetings. I'll just plow through those, and then I'm doing an endeavor to really embrace AI for my work. I've 15 months left? 12, 13, no, 17. I have 17 months of work left. And I'm going to really embrace AI in this and try to encapsulate it. I'm going to create a page in the organization, a SharePoint page, where I can elaborate on AI, come up with an AI training program, begin to show best practices for the use of AI. And in fact, tomorrow I'm giving my first demonstration of it within the organization. Second demonstration. I gave a demonstration last week to an agency director, no less. And today I'll be doing it for my coworkers, or tomorrow, that is. So I really want to go out with that, and then continue to work and endeavor towards my new life, the new life that's coming right down the road. 17 months away, it's going to be here like that. Just got to stay healthy. It'd be a shame to, though I think I'm ready to die, it'd be a shame to die just at the, just when the proverbial fat lady's about to sing. Anything else? Am I ready to die? Are my affairs in order? Yes, they are. Are my relationships sound? Yes, they're all sound. Is my life's work complete? Completely done. My book is done. Got a few little tweaks I could do here or there, but they're incidental to the larger message. Someone asked me this morning, and I saw it in a comment, about going back to Siberia before I go back to Japan. It's amazing how I just felt no interest in doing that. I feel like I said my goodbyes with Parker, my nephew, was it spring. I really feel no need to go back, although I might go back just to say goodbye, tip my hat to the place. Siberia was a good place. Great yield out there. But once you've got the yield, you better buckle up and get home. Home is the place. As Emerson said, right? Wise man stays at home. With that, I'll finish. My life is now done, if not finished. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care.